everyone. Welcome to Bruhan Mumbai Municipal Corporation's Virtual Training Center, and I am Mrs. Nehal Kodambe, your English teacher from VTC. Let's begin with today's session.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. Dear children, as you know, there are many seasons in India. Okay, there is winter, there is summer, there is monsoon, there is autumn, spring, and so on. And as per the season, the natural scenery or scenario, it changes. During summers, it's very hot. Especially in Mumbai, when we stay in Mumbai or when we talk about Mumbai, it is humidity over here. After summers, then comes the monsoon or the rainy season, and the atmosphere, the climate changes. We all love monsoons. It rains heavily. Still we all people love monsoons. After monsoons comes the winter when the weather is very cool, temperature is low, and we feel like sleeping for late in the morning, and we enjoy the changing conditions, changing atmosphere, changing climate around us. Sometimes some people, they prefer to stay and enjoy these different seasons in city. Some people, they enjoy it at villages, especially during the monsoons. See, this is the picture of the Mumbai city. You know, as you all know, this is the condition in Mumbai city because it rains very heavily in Mumbai. But the people who were staying in their childhood at their village places or at their native places, or some people still they stays at villages, they prefer or they love monsoon over their native places. So you can see the changes or the different scenario at city and in village. Okay. So as you know, villages are more beautiful than the cities. This is general statement, but still all of us love to stay at or in villages during different seasons, and we love to enjoy that. So this is just we are thinking about the common people like us. Then what about the poets? They enhances the beauty of the nature through their words. आपल्याला सगळ्यांना ह्या बदलणाऱ्या ऋतूंप्रमाणे जे निसर्गामधले बदल असतात ते अनुभवायला आवडतात. एस्पेशली पावसाळ्यामध्ये आपल्याला आजूबाजूला बराचसा बदल निसर्गामध्ये दिसून येतो. शहरातला पाऊस आणि गावातला पाऊस याच्यात जमीन आसमानाचा फरक असतो, आणि आपल्यापैकी बऱ्याच जणांना गावातला पाऊस खूप आवडतो. आणि हे तुमचं माझं जर मत असेल तर एखाद्या कवीचा किंवा कविमनाच्या व्यक्तीचा या निसर्गाशी किती जवळचा संबंध असतो. आणि तुम्हाला माहिती आहे आपल्या मराठीमध्ये एक अशी म्हण आहे, जे ना देखे रवी ते देखे कवी. जे सूर्य पण बघत नाही ते कवीला दिसतं, आणि ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी त्या आपल्या शब्दातून ते मांडण्याचा प्रयत्न करत असतात. So in today's session we are going to learn a very beautiful poem about the nature, and which is written by the well-known poet Rabindranath Tagore. In today's session we are going to learn his poem The Little River, which is penned down by Rabindranath Tagore. Dear children, you all know who is Rabindranath Tagore. No need of introducing himself to you. As you know, this is the greatest personality from our country, and Rabindranath Tagore has written many poems for the children too. So this is one among his poems which we are going to learn in today's session. The title of the poem is The Little River. So let's begin with the poem. I'm going to read this poem for you. You can read along it with me, and the same time I'm going to explain it to you. You try to learn those things and enjoy the beauty of the nature through Rabindranath Tagore's words. So let's begin with the first stanza. Our little river, it meanders along. In summer the water is only knee deep, and cows and carts can cross it with ease, for the banks, though high, are not too steep. See what Rabindranath Tagore is telling us. A little river is meanders along. In summer, the water is only knee deep, and cows and carts can cross it with ease, for the banks, though high, are not too steep. We will try to know the Rabindranath's words one by one or line by line. Our little river, it meanders along. Meanders along means what? It flows with twists and turns. You know, river never flows in a straight line, isn't it? It meanders along. It takes some twists and turns and then it moves down. It runs through the mountains and it comes down on the earth and it takes the flows with the twists and turns. So the little river from Rabindranath Tagore's village, it also meanders along. It goes with twists and turns, and that river is small or very little river. How does that river in summer? In summer the water is only knee deep, and cows and carts can cross it with ease, for the banks, though high, are not too steep. What Rabindranath Tagore is telling us here. In summer, in during the months of March to June till the rain starts. In summer the water is only knee deep. Knee deep, the water level is only up to our knees. And cows and carts can cross it with ease. Easily cattle can cross the river. You can see in the picture. Easily those cattle can go from one bank to another bank of that river. For the banks, though high, are not too steep. My rivers, my village little rivers, banks are, though they are high, but they are not very steep for cattle to climb up. उन्हाळ्यामध्ये माझ्या गावातल्या नदीचं पाणी गुडघ्यापर्यंतच असतं. त्यामुळे बैलगाड्या किंवा जे काही जनावरं असतात ती सहजपणे एका किनाऱ्यावरून दुसऱ्या किनाऱ्यापर्यंत जाऊ शकतात. पाण्यातून चालत सहज जाऊ शकतात. बँक्स म्हणजे किनारे. ते किनारे जरी आपल्याला इथे उंच दिसत असले तरी ते तितके खोलवर नाहीयेत. त्यामुळे बैलगाड्या काय किंवा गायी काय, माझ्या गावातली गाई गुरं काय, ह्या नदीच्या पात्रातून एका किनाऱ्यापासून दुसऱ्या किनाऱ्यापर्यंत सहजच जाताना आपल्याला दिसून येतात. नेक्स्ट स्टॅन्झा. No sign of slime, the sand shine bright, on one shore cash fields blossom white. No sign of slime. Slime means thick slippery substances. शेवाळ we call in Marathi. No sign of slime. Though this river is flowing throughout the year, its banks are so clean and clear, there is not at all a little sign of slime over there. The sands shine very brightly during the daytime. On one shore, at the one end of my river, the little river from my village, cash fields blossom white. You can see there cash flowers. Tall grass flowers with white feathery flowers on it. You can see there tall grass with white feathery flowers. You can see there what poet is telling us. Oh, no sign of slime. The sand shines brightly. You can see there bright shine sand. And on the other shore or on the one shore, the cash fields blossom white. See, you can see there cash flowers. So what poets want to tell us is that की जरी वर्षभर ही नदी अशी वाहत असली तरी कुठेही असं बुळबुळीत गुळगुळीत झालेलं नसतं. स्वच्छ पांढरा शुभ्र वाळूचा किनारा एका बाजूला तर दुसऱ्या बाजूला कॅशची झाडं तुम्हाला इथे दिसतायत. Cash fields means there you can see here the tall grass with white feathery flowers. पिसांसारखी फुलं असलेली अशी ही झुडपं नदीच्या एका किनाऱ्यावर तर दुसऱ्या किनाऱ्यावर स्वच्छ चमचमणारी वाळू. अशी ही माझ्या गावातल्या नदीची अत्यंत सुंदर अशी दृश्य तुम्हाला इथे पाहायला मिळतील. And the poet tells us here, you can see the bird, very well known bird to us there. Those are mynas, chirping mynas through that side. Chirping mynas through that side. During daytime, you can see the bright shiny sands on one shore of the river, and on the other one the cash fields blossom white and they blows with the wind. And at the same time you can find chopping mynas through that side. Many mynas, they come over there and they do chop during the daytime. And at night time you can see some other picture. The jackal's howl is heard there at night. During daytime, what can you see? Mynas are chopping over there. And during night time you can find jackals howling over there. दिवसा तुम्हाला चमचमणारा सुंदर वाळूचा स्वच्छ किनारा दिसेल. छान कॅशचे फ्लावर्स दिसतील वाऱ्यावर डोलणारे. मैना दिसतील तुम्हाला चॉप करणाऱ्या. आणि रात्री जर तुम्ही तिकडे जाल तर तुम्हाला कोल्हेकुई ऐकायला येईल. सो दिस इज द सिनारिओ ऑफ माय लिटिल रिव्हर्स बँक्स ड्युरिंग डे अँड नाईट. सी हाऊ डीपली poet has observed the things during day and night time, and he is putting in his words, and we can see the picture clear of that little river's banks. Then what happens next? Next stanza. Across lie groves of mango and palm, the village priests dwell in their cool. Across lie groves of mangoes and palm, the village priests dwell in their cool shade. Girls and boys bathe close to the bank, splashing with their gamchas as they wade. What poet is telling us here? Across lie groves of mango and palm, the village priests dwell in their cool shade. Girls and boys bathe close to the bank, splashing with their gamchas as they wade. See, you can see here some words which are non-English words, but poet has used it so easily, so coolly in his poem. Gamchas means thin cotton towels, you know, gamcha. That is Hindi word. Across lie groves of mangoes and palm, the village priests dwell in their cool shade. Girls and boys bathe close to the bank, splashing with their gamchas as they wade. We will see. Across lie groves of mango and palms. Groves, you know, mango and palms, groves, amrai. We can say that across lie groves of mango and palm. On the both the sides or both the banks of the river, you can find out the groves of mango and palm. नारळाची आणि आंब्याची झाडं किंवा आमराई वनराई तुम्हाला पाहायला मिळेल. Across lie groves of mango and palm, and the village priests dwell in their cool shade. You can find out the village priest hut in that cool shade. There lives the priest of the village. नदीच्या दोन्ही तीरांवर आमराई आहे किंवा तुम्हाला पाम ट्रीज बघायला मिळतील. आणि अशा त्या गर्द छायेमध्ये आमच्या गावातले प्रिस्ट किंवा जे साधू महंत आहेत त्यांची तुम्हाला घरं दिसतील. The village priests dwell in their cool shade. And what do the girls and boys from the village do? Girls and boys bathe close to the bank, splashing with their gamchas as they wade. The children from my village, they go and bathe there. Where do they bathe? They bathe close to the bank. They do not go deep into the water, but they just bathe close to the bank And how do? They enjoy bathing over there. They splash water with their gamchas as they wade. Wade means they walk in source of water where it is not very deep. In shallow water, they do walk there. They can walk there. Up to that level only they enter in water and they play and they splash the water on each other with their gamchas. इथे कवी असं सांगतात की माझ्या गावातली मुलं मुली नदीवर आंघोळ करायला जातात, पण ते फार आतमध्ये जात नाहीत. अगदी किनाऱ्याजवळच राहून ते आंघोळ करतात आणि खूप मस्ती करतात, मज्जा करतात. आपल्या अंगावरच्या कपड्यांनी जे पंचे असतात, गमछा म्हणजे पंचा, त्या पंचानी ते एकमेकांवर पाणी उडवतात ॲज दे वेड. आणि त्या उथळ पाण्यामध्ये चालत खेळत मस्ती करत ते खूप मज्जा करतात. Girls and boys bathe close to the bank, splashing with their gamchas as they wade. Next stanza. At dusk and dawn, once their bath is done, they deep wash clothes to trap small fish. To their household tasks the wives return, having used river sand to scour each dish. At dusk and dawn, once their bath is done, they deep wash cloths to trap small fish. To their household tasks the wives return, having used river sand to scour each dish. We will see line-wise meaning of this stanza. So now we will see line-wise. At dusk and dawn, once their bath is done, they deep wash cloths to trap small fish. The children from my village, at both the time of the day, they go for bathing at the riverside, at dusk as well as at dawn. And once their bath is done, they deep wash cloth. Wash cloth means small cloth for washing the face. To trap small fish, they use those wash cloths to trap small fish so that they can take those fish for their food or for their dinner or for their lunch to their home. So directly the children, they do not go home. They still play some mischievous. They try to trap small fish in their washcloths. And what do the ladies do? While children are playing, they are bathing, they are catching the fish at riverside. What women from my village do? To their household tasks, the wives return, having used river sand to scour each dish. What the women do? To their household tasks, the wives return. Even the women or the ladies from my villages, they come to the river for washing their clothes, for cleaning their utensils, for fetching the water. So after spending time over there, they return to their next household task, household works. And how do they clean their utensils or their pots? They use those river sand to clean their dishes or their utensils or their pots. Means you can see here everyone from elder to younger, everyone is enjoying each and everything from the little river's banks. The ladies are using the sand for cleaning work. Children are taking bath over there. They are catching the fish and taking it for their lunch and dinner. Each and every one from my village are very close to the river because in one or other way, this river, the little river from my village is supporting to the people from my village. Next stanza. Now the season has been changed. Now what poet says us or it tells us in next lines we will see. In Ashad clouds gather. Now the monsoon month has come. Ashad. Ashad means the Marathi month Ashad, when it rains like very heavily. When we say that it rains like dogs and cats. So in Ashad clouds gather, the water rise, the river is in sped, the current grows strong. Now see, the scenario has been changed, weather has been changed, because this is the month of Ashad, when it rains very heavily in India. In English it is most probably July month. In Ashad, clouds gather in the sky, the water rise, the level of the river now it has been risen up. The rivers in spate, the current grows strong. The river is in spate. In spate means a sudden flood in a river. You can see here. And the current grows strong. Now the Ashad month has come and the clouds has been gathered in the sky. It raining very heavily and the water level has been increased now. And rivers flow. Now it has been increased. The air is rife with babbling sounds. The air is rife with babbling sounds as the muddy torrent swirls along. Now you can see entire scenario has been changed now. By the time before the Ashad, it was flowing calmly with taking twists and turns. But as soon as the month of Ashad came, it arrived, and when the dark clouds gathered in the sky and it started raining heavily, the water level has been increased now, and the river in its spades and the current grows strong, and now the air is rife, it is full of babbling sounds, and you can see now the water has become muddy and the muddy torrent swirls along. Torrent means rapid flow of water, you can see in the picture. जसा आषाढ महिना येतो, आकाशात ढगांची गर्दी होते, जोरदार मुसळधार पाऊस कोसळायला लागतो आणि आतापर्यंत जी अत्यंत शांतपणे वाहणारी नदी होते ती रौद्र रूप धारण करते. तिचं सगळं रूपच बदलून जातं. आता तिच्यामध्ये पाण्याची तिची पातळी वाढते, जोरदार हवा लाटांच्या साह्याने लाटांबरोबर अगदी तिच्यामधून गढूळ पाणी वाहायला लागतं. आतापर्यंत जे तिचं शांत रूप होतं ते थोडंसं आता घाबरवणारं असं होतं. The air is rife with babbling sounds as the muddy torrent swirls along. And then the woods on shore stir to life again. The woods on shore stir to life again, and our village wakens to celebrate the rain. And when the atmosphere, the climate has been changed, though river had changed its scenario, though the river had changed its flow, though the muddy water flows from the river, we are not afraid of it. The woods on shore stir to life again. After some time has passed, the woods on shore stir to life again. Again our life has been settled down and our village wakens to celebrate the rain. हे थोडंसं सगळं पुन्हा थोडे दिवसांनी शांत होतं. पुन्हा नदी किनाऱ्याची जी झाडं असतात त्यांचं आमचं लाईफ आता ते पुन्हा एकदा पुन्हा पूर्वपदावर आणतात आणि आम्ही सगळे गावकरी गावातले लोक आता पावसाची मजा घ्यायला सज्ज होतो. You know, when it rains, the people from village they are more merrier, they are more happier because their actual works begins and the children enjoy the each and every changing style or changing spheres of the nature through the bottom of their heart. So in this way, in his poem The Little River, Rabindranath Tagore has explained us how the people's life in village during the rainy season and how entirely they are dependent on the river or on the water. See, in history also we have learned, children, that from the ancient era the man has settled down on the banks of the river, and so this is the reason. आपण अगदी फार आदिमानवाची गोष्ट शिकलोय की पूर्वीचा माणूस हा नदी किनाऱ्यावर किंवा जिथे पाण्याचं ठिकाण आहे तिथे तो वस्ती करून राहू लागला, कारण मानवाचं संपूर्ण जीवन पाण्याशी कसं निगडीत आहे हे ह्या कवितेतून कवी रवींद्रनाथ टागोर यांनी आपल्याला सांगितलेलं आहे. So this poem is very nice and thorough. If you thoroughly read this poem, you can understand how the village people entirely dependent upon the river, or how their life is been associated with the river water. So let's do some activities from this poem. So there are some activities for you. Activity number 1. Find out the meanings of new words from this poem. बघा या कवितेमध्ये असे काही शब्द असतील की जे याच्या आधी तुम्ही कधी वाचले नसतील किंवा ऐकले नसतील, तर अशा नवीन शब्द शोधून त्या शब्दांचा अर्थ शोधायचा आहे. There are some words in glossary column 2. So you can find out the meaning from that glossary column also. Then next activity is find and write the pairs of rhyming words from the poem. You know, always we do after learning any poem. Find out the pairs of rhyming words and write it down. Next activity is draw a picture of a rainy day. Okay, a rainy day in city or in town. And the next activity is search and read more poems of Rabindranath Tagore for children. Okay, so these are some of the activities apart from the workshop activity from our book.
That's all for today. So you will revise whatever we have learned in today's session. Please subscribe the channel and press the notification button to get the link of next video. Bye bye.